You know what time it is. It's time for another Tekken 8 trailer. Let's go.
Get ready for the next battle! Tekken 8! New challenger! Jin Kazama!
待たせたようだ。
Shitsu!
Alright, so that was the Tekken 8 trailer for Gen, and we're gonna look through it again and break it down a bit. So I'm not as hype as I was for Kazuya for several reasons. I've always felt like Gen was like an overhyped character because most people's entry into the Tekken series, at least from like the late 90s to like the early mid and hell even late 2000s, a lot of people will tell you that their first entry to the Tekken series was Tekken 3, so they think Gen is like the shit. But you know, I still think Kazuya is cooler. But he does some cool stuff in this trailer, but there are some things I like to point out because it kind of bleeds into like the weapon thing. So in the last trailer, I mentioned that Kazuya looked cool because Kazuya had more devil moves, which I've been saying for years. Katsuhiro Harada, had said before Tekken Tag 2 came out, when they announced, he showed on his Twitter page that Kazuya could transform, that Kazuya had full control over the devil gene. So, you know, in my head, I'm like, cool, he can transform now. But later on, when Tekken 7 came out, I'm like, yeah, he needs to do more moves that have devil in it. You know what I mean? Because if he has that much control, I don't see why he can't just, like, bust a laser out. And he did in story mode, but not in game. I like this intro for Jin. Really cool. I hope there's an end boot for this game. Also, I like how it's like father like son, how he comes in after like flying in, or like, I don't know, maybe a helicopter dropped him in, like they do to Kazuya. And he lands and he's like, sorry to keep you waiting. Okay, this is a new move right off the bat. At least as far as I know. Like, I haven't been keeping up with Tekken 7, but this move is new. It kind of reminds me of, it's like the reverse of Double Jin's down back 2. Is that the, I think that's the input, down back 2, where he does that little sweep with his hand. This is kind of like the inverse where he does like a back fist. So that's cool. It doesn't leave him on plus. Maybe does something on counter hit. I'm sorry, maybe that was plus, but it wasn't plus enough to like keep attacking is what I meant. But yeah, let's see here. Corpse, was that Corpse Punisher? I think that's the name of it. Down 1. So he has an extension. I wonder if this is like a if this is like Lee's neutral 3, neutral 3-3. I think it is, where he kicks you and he grabs you with one of the kicks. I wonder if it's like that. I hope it's like that, because that would be like actually too much. My goodness. Imagine getting hit with that shit. Oh, this is that new slap he has. He tried to like slap Kazuya in the previous trailer. I don't know what that is. Maybe they replace his back too. Also, side steps are back. I think I mentioned that in the last trailer, but look at that. Bam. Movement. Oh, his eyes glow when he does that? Hold on. So, and if you notice, there's like a red aura. So I'm wondering if there's like some sort of ability that Jin has where he just like, some ability or maybe stance where he just goes into like this faux devil mode. Like you see the marks on his forehead, his eyes are glowing red, and then he does his iconic sweep. So that's definitely new. I'm loving all the newness that I'm seeing. The problem with Tekken 7 was, for me, when they were showcasing the trailers, they didn't really show anything new. They showed new stages, and they showed the, what is it called? The tailspin, and that was about it. And then there was the rage drives, and which really early on, they only showed the rage arts, which was, they look bad. So out of the sweep, he has a follow-up now, which is dangerous, but also why would you follow up like this and you could just do a full juggle? Because after the sweep you can get a full juggle still, right? Unless I was right and they replaced his back two, because that is his right hand. They replaced his back two with this, then that would make a lot of sense. Okay, nothing out of the ordinary there. So he goes into mental alertness 2, right? That's mental alertness 2, not 1, right? 1 does nothing, and 2 is like, the stance. Dog is sleeping over here. Sorry if you hear that. So out of mental alertness 2, it looks like he's doing, since this is his right foot, it could be 4, but I doubt it because 4 is a sweep and 4 is kind of like, I don't know, gym players correct me if I'm wrong, but I would consider 4 like a staple because it's like a sweep and you get like another hit off of it. So this could be 3 plus 4 maybe, or maybe he has a stance out of a stance. I don't know, but I like it. Uppercut. Oh, that's an uppercut. I thought that was a kick when I first seen the gameplay. Hold on. So that's 1-2-1. I don't like this move because it's not like Jin. It's more like Devil Jin. This looks like a Devil Jin move, and that's the reason why I don't like it from the standpoint of it being Jin's move. Otherwise, it's really good. Because now he seems to have this move that relaunches you. I noticed this in Tekken 8. It seems to have, so the bound mechanic exists in the form of doing heat attacks, and the tailspin mechanic, that's the main mechanic. Like the screw attack, I like screw attack better, but anyway, the tailspin mechanic seems to be like the juggle mechanic, the mainstay juggle mechanic still. But this is the second time I've seen this. In the first trailer with Kazuya, he does an uppercut and relaunches the opponent, and now it seems like you could relaunch the opponent with other moves too, but you don't get the tailspin afterwards. Is that what I'm getting? And that was like Kazuya's whole double drive, his rage drive in Tekken 7, right? Was you either got the Heaven's Gate or you relaunched them. So it's cool that they're implementing this into the move set. I'm sorry, I keep going back. Okay, so instead of just doing 1-2 and it looking the same as it has within like the past 2-3 games, was it? Out of that mental alertness state, he does like a whole new move, and that's what I'm talking about. I love seeing new stuff. Even if you gotta take some old stuff away and make something completely new, that's better than just taking stuff out and not replacing it with anything great. Like, people can argue with me all they want because his back 4-1 from Tag 2 is awesome, and his back 4 from Tekken 7 is cool too, but that should have just been his neutral 4, right? At least to me. Strength isn't everything, it's just everything that I need. This is obviously 1+2, right? And he activates heat during this. Ooh. What was that, do you think? Hold on. That looks like forward 2, but he follows up. No, that doesn't look like forward 2. You know what that looks like? It looks like back forward 2-1. It is. Sorry. Back forward 2-1 into the uppercut variation. Which this dog's adorable. Which I don't snoring. Which is that in Tekken 7? I don't remember. I know it was in Tag 2. And there's an uppercut afterwards where he does this reverse. Well, that's Devil Jin's move. Which is cool. It's cool, but like, I don't want him to have too much of Devil Jin's fucking juice. You know what I mean? What is this? So out of mental alertness, he's doing this. That was an uppercut. It looked like, right? Like, I'm not tripping. What? Hold on. I wish there was a way I could just do this without clicking on anything. Put it at half the speed. Yeah, that was an uppercut. And it looked like a Devil Jin kick. That's what I was wondering. But that's not like Jin. So, like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's not like, it doesn't seem like a Jin move, but it is what it is. It's Tekken 8. Oh, man, he did the worst move in Jin's moveset, and they made it into a bound. That's cool. This fucking... Oh, no, that's not in regular Jin's moveset. That's like in Devil Jin's moveset. So they did Devil Jin's... They gave Devil Jin's forward 2. Okay. Alright. Nothing out of the ordinary there except for the new effects. Oh. What? Okay, so he activated heat. That looks like 3-1. Is what it looks like. That looks like Jin's 3-1. And because he activated heat, it looks like it gave him the opportunity to follow up. And then Kazuya tries to get smart and hit him. And he uses force. Which evidently blows you back now. And wait, is he doing force into Omen stance? So if you don't know what Omen stance is an ability that Jin had in the tag game. So in tag 1, tag 2, when he was partnering with Heihachi, if he used force and you input a certain input, he would gain back Mishima moves. So like he would get the ability to do a flash punch, I believe it was. He could do the Thunder God Fist. He could do an EWGF. He could do an EWGF without actually doing an EWGF. I think the input was just simply 2. And he would do an EWGF, but like it wouldn't be like a real EWGF. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it had the same properties. I think it was just like, I have this move again and it's strong looking. Here's 2 lightning effects. So if he has Omen stance and it's like more practical than, you know, force into, you know, a secret input into, you know, I don't know how you would call it, but like his combos when he did the Omen stance are like really guided. You would press like button, and he would do moves that normally will require like directional inputs, like just like they were normal buttons. Wait. Am I tripping? Nah. Nothing out of ordinary there. I hate when they try and showcase Hook Fist beating God Fist. I'll stand by this and I'll stand on my nuts on this one. Kazuya is cooler, and that that rage art is not as cool as Kazuya's. I'm sorry. So one more time, just so we can, you know, get it all down, right? And I'm sorry for doing this, but it's a breakdown trailer. You know, some people are going through everything one time, but I want to just thoroughly look at it. Like, this is a good trailer, man. This is a good trailer. I still think Kazuya is cooler in terms of like everything else, but Jin looks solid, and it looks like they're like actually serious about this dude being more usable to people. You know what I mean? Not that Jin isn't usable, but I feel like it takes a certain side of your brain to like actually start using this character, right? Look at that. Man. Yeah, he just looks solid, man. Like, my thing about Jin is when juggling with him, it feels like you're on like a fucking time schedule. Like, oh man, I did the thing. I did the screw attack. Now I need to run up and I need to do back forward too. You know what I mean? Or I need to do back 2-1 into something that's gonna be a little tight. But this seems like everything is like more consistent. Everything's like, you know, not hard, you know. Not that it's super hard to play with Jin. I'm just saying, like, it feels like if somebody picked this game up and they're not great at Tekken, they'll be able to play with Jin better and more aggressive. So that's it for now. Let me know what you guys think. I thought this trailer was pretty good. I'm out.